Good morning, everybody, and this is your Forex day trade setups for today. So, Euro USD is what we start off with, and we are heading back into the zone that I've been waiting for quite some time this week, and that is right here at 098121 and also 098781. So this is the previous swing low. You could probably put a third level in here, and see there's a lot of chaos happening there. And that would be at around 099168. Oscillators have moved back to the upside. We have diversions now, so a strong possibility of another leg down. Whether it's going to break the lows is another story. If we drop down to the hour, and you'll see yesterday was pretty much bounce off moving averages, a breakthrough of the 155. So that is your next level to the downside, right there. It's actually a zone. Let's do that. You can see there's the tails there. So, and your moving averages all in the same area, and you can see here we have a crossover. So I'm looking to see what happens at the open. Possibly a short off this area here, and just look off to the left and you can see there will be another micro level just above there. So this is the first area we're paying attention to, that's 098290 and 098121. If we reject this area, I would expect to move back into this zone here, and that's at around 097507. If we sort of build a base here and move up, then this is the next area that you're looking for rejection. The other part of the story is if it moves down into this area here and you see us starting to build a base here, there's good opportunities to get in long. The trend has switched at the moment on the hour, so it'd be a fairly decent opportunity to get back in long here for a move to test the zones as well to the upside. So some fairly decent structure that is brewing at the moment, and this move yesterday where we tested the moving averages and bounced off it is fairly significant. I'd expect the same on the 155 EMA now. Moving on to US dollar Japanese yen. This is still sit on hands. We're still very much in the wedge, and you can see we basically ranged yesterday. Well, we continued to range yesterday, should I rather say. There it is there. So until we break through that range, I have no interest in this. So what we'd be looking for is something along the lines of a break above 144874 and a retest of that area. Then I would expect us, I'm going to extend this wedge here, I'd expect us to move up into this zone of 146400. Just bear in mind it is the end of the week, so I'd prefer to just sit back and leave it. Worry about this on Monday. Moving on to the pound, British pound, Japanese yen. We are in an area that does have some interest for me, and that is this zone here. Don't like the way prices gapped up to above it and then starting to come back down. It may finish off with a piercing pattern here, which would be fairly interesting. Otherwise, what we're waiting for is a little bit of a higher bounce up to 162057. So if we look at this on the hour, you can see we are building some structure here. Oscillators group to the upside, but we do have a trend reversal. So pretty much a similar scenario as what we're seeing on Euro USD at the moment. If we reject here, you're probably looking for a move down into the space 157.716. The other alternative is price coming back into this area and gives you a buying opportunity. There is also another buying opportunity right here, which is 159457. So if you just look at the 8th hour again, part of this is you should be expecting a rejection of this area. Oscillators agreeing with that as well, whereas on the hour we have a different picture. So pay attention to the rejection. That's probably the one that you need to pay attention to more than anything else. And the trend is down until this 155 has been tested. I know the moving average was tested yesterday, and nice separation of the oscillators, but you always want that 155 retested as well. So I'd expect price to come back down. If it holds, then you have another attempt higher. Just bear in mind that this 162.057 area is a big area on the weekly chart. You can see this zone here on the weekly chart. There's lots of chaos here, so be careful. It's turning out to be a weekly engulfing, and we're also in a weekly uptrend. So bullish and bearish views there. So just pay attention to your levels. So price holds a level, you're buying. Price rejects a level, you're selling. Moving on to Euro, British Pound, and this thing is still chaotic. But again, we do have a bit of a piercing pattern forming here, and I think we have flagged our level. Yep, we have flagged our level here. So just put another level in. Pretty straightforward today on this pair. So you'll see there are my previous swing lows. That is my line in the sand. I need to get above there and find support for a continuation up. On the 8 hour, we do have some fairly decent structure forming, and I've also got some structure forming on the 1 hour. Have a look at my oscillators here, grouping to the upside. So now the pound is in a world of pain at the moment. There's so much noise around the pound that anything can happen. So I would be very cognizant of 0.88519. Get above there, find support. I'm looking for a continuation up with the higher time frames, and probably only as far as the structure that you see here. Look to the left and you can see so much structure here. So that would be 0.89714. We start breaking above the highs of yesterday and build a base there, then I would expect a bigger move higher. But for me at the moment, probably one pair that is probably worthwhile getting onto the 15-minute, because have a look at the oscillators here. We reject this area. We do have a downward trend on the 15-minute. Then I would expect a move, a continuation to the downside, should I rather say. So kind of a mixed bag here. It could be just a rejection there and then a continuation down, or alternatively it's a base to work higher. Problem is we've got so much noise in Europe. We've got winter coming in, and obviously there's lots of plans around energy supplies in Europe, but I suppose it's, proof is in the pudding, and we don't know what's going to happen at this stage. So yeah, it's kind of also leaning towards a certain hands, but I think on the lower time frames, definitely opportunities here to either look for the break to the upside, or alternatively look for the rejection somewhere along yesterday's move down. There's another level there. So this zone is a perfect one for as far as I'm concerned, looking for a move down from here. If that gets up, then we're looking for a move down from here. Break above that, then I think we're going to be testing these highs. Get above that, then I think we're continuing to the high. So yeah, I think we're going to see still, specifically when we're looking at the pound against European Forex pair. Well, when we're looking at the pound against other European countries' currencies. So anyway, that's kind of my view today. I think there's only really Euro USD that really stands out. The rest of them are all pretty much scalps are going to happen. Hope that helps, and we will catch up with you next week, Monday morning, bright and breezy. Enjoy your weekend.